Good day, all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture. My name is Maria Kądzielska-Koper, and today we're going to talk about the ongoing war in Ukraine, because with me in the studio is an absolute expert in this field, Tomasz Piechal. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Tomasz, you are an expert in the Eastern foreign stuff or Eastern topics. You speak Ukrainian fluently.
That's true.
You've been there many times, and you are also the co-author of a book, The War of Our Time, about the shelter for Ukrainian mother and children here in Poland, in Warsaw. So just my first topic and first question to you is, of course, this is an ongoing conflict. We are, especially the public, is a little bit tired also with this topic of Ukraine and the war there. But why is it still important to talk about it?
Because the result of this war, it would have a big impact on not only our region but on the world situation. Because if Russia will achieve even this minimal goals which they think about at the start of this war, it would be some kind of success for them, and it would be for them the answer on the questions how far we can go, and they would understand that they can do a lot. They do not have they can wait a long time and fight for a long time, much longer than many people think, because from the beginning of this war, that was, of course, a lot of this discussions about sanctions and what kind of impact it would have on the Russian society, and that maybe in 1 or 2 years there would be a collapse of Russian economy. But the situation which we have now shows us that Russia was, first of all, prepared for a long conflict, not for the short-term conflict, but also for the long-term conflict. And they think about the different directions for the export, for the import. So the economy, of course, they got a lot of problems in economy, but it's not the total collapse, yes. And that's what is really important to remember, that for if we would think about the Russia in our logic, for sure, many Western European countries would, for this moment, would stop the war, for sure, because that would have an impact for their society. There would be a lot of discussions around the houses in other countries. But in Russia, the people can last a little bit much longer in hard circumstances than many others. And the Russian government, for sure, they understand it, and they just think, okay, maybe it would be worse time in many ways for Russians, but this main idea, and this idea is the Russian Empire, it's so powerful also for many people that they could say, okay, maybe my life is now, it's worse life than it was before the war, but of course, I understand that my country is at war, so I have to show my solidarity to my country, because this is something what is much more important than me, and that's what we have to think. Remember that the Russians, they're not thinking about themselves. A lot of Russians, of course, don't think about themselves as only me, but also as a part of the Russian Empire. So
part of the
important.
Russian Empire.
Yes.
And as I imagine, Russians see this part of empire in also the Polish territory and soil, if this could happen and could work somehow. So Ukraine first, and then maybe part of Poland, or at least
Baltic states.
Or the Baltic states, exactly. So this is all very threatening and very sad, also looking at how Ukraine is struggling, and that's why we are on sort of backstage of this war and receiving mostly wounded, those which are wounded children and mother, but we still should come with aid to them. Absolutely. Tomasz, thank you very much for explaining all of this to us and to all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture. This war in Ukraine, it's still might seem vague for you, especially when you are somewhere in Italy, Spain, or US, but it's still very, very real here for people in Poland, and especially extremely real for people in Ukraine. Don't forget about it, and if you are able, support it somehow, because it's absolutely crucial for the future of Europe. And thank you for watching our show.